America's first female serial killer. How does a woman get credited with that? Lavinia Fisher did it by using her beauty and charm to captivate men and lure them to their deaths. If you have ever seen the movie White Oleander with Michelle Pfeiffer, you know how dangerous these beautiful flowered shrubs are, even till this day, very similar to the female killer using them. People are fascinated by Lavinia Fisher. There are stories that say that she would kill these men by crushing their heads between her legs, or the fact that she killed hundreds of people. Those myths have not been found to be true, but the fascination continues to surround her, America's first female serial killer. Lavinia wore her wedding dress and refused to walk to the gallows, so she had to be carried while she screamed. Her last words were yelling at the crowd, quote, "If you have a message you want to send to hell, give it to me. I'll carry it," unquote. And then Lavinia jumped and hung herself before the executioner could. No one knows where the Fishers were buried. It is likely that it was at a cemetery next to the jail where criminals were usually laid to rest. In 1922, there was a newspaper article that said that her skeleton went on display at a Charleston museum. But Lavinia's story began as a mystery, and that is how it ended. Her ghost has also been sighted. Many say that she still haunts the old jail, and she is a popular attraction in ghost tours around Charleston.
We need to talk what happened to Sally Stitch. Sally was a girl from a small village in the middle of the mountains. People described her as shy and awkward, and there was one group of kids who would always bully her. One day, as Sally was walking home, the bullies found her and started throwing rocks at her. But then Sally did something that shocked them. She pointed at one of the bullies and said, "You will die in 3 days." At first, they thought this must be a joke. But 3 days later, that boy started unexpectedly throwing up blood. The doctors couldn't find out what caused it, and he passed away exactly when Sally predicted. Soon everyone knew about Sally's ability, and it really scared them. So a group of villagers lured Sally into an abandoned mine. And once no one could see her or hear her scream, they tied her to a chair and took out a sewing needle. They stitched Sally's lips together so she could never foretell another death. Then they left her in the mine and sealed the door closed. It's said that since Sally passed away alone in the dark and unable to scream, she now haunts anyone who knows what really happened to her. And once you hear her story, you have to pass it on to someone else, or she'll appear by your bed with a needle to make sure you never speak again. So send this story to someone else.